Do you smell that? Nothing else in the natural world smells like that. I love the smell of goldenrod honey in the morning. Hey guys, Robert here. It's been a little while since I've put a video together. Got a little bit of time before work today, so I thought, why not? So we are officially in the post-Labor Day downhill slope toward winter. So it's a pretty busy time for beekeepers, making sure everything's ready, and you give your bees the best chance, of course, to make it through winter. August was not a good month for the bees. The first half of August was just too dry, too hot, too dry. There was a little bit of that purple loosestrife honey coming in, but barely enough for the bees to keep up, just for their own needs. And then the second part of August was too wet and too cold for any meaningful honey production. So the bees decided to build a massive brood nest. So I'm looking at a brood nest that you'd be hoping to see in early June, and we're in September now, so that comes with its own problems. So the goldenrod flow in southern Ontario, at least where I am, we've got groves of milkweed close to, I know it's just corn around me, but typically where I live here is a great spot for honey because we have a tremendous number of open areas, hundreds of acres that are just left to wildflowers. I've got a river about 100 meters north and another river about 300 meters south, and all along the riverbanks you've got all sorts of wildflowers, milkweed, and the goldenrod. When the goldenrod comes up, it takes over, and I'm smelling that now. Unfortunately, I don't think the bees were able to capture much of the milkweed honey because the conditions were just not right. And now the milkweed, of course, has given way in the relay of nectar producers. The milkweed has given way to the goldenrod, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind the smell. A lot of people complain about the smell, but I really like the taste of goldenrod honey, and the smell grows on you. Milkweed is almost as tall as the apple tree. Not bad. It goes on and on and on. So I have about 25 Queen-Right nukes in my yard. It's my hope that I'll be able to get all of them built up to single deeps before mid-October, and basically I'm going to be doing that by bee yard communism. The good part about having singles and doubles with too much brood is I can share that wealth. I can build up some of these nukes very quickly and get them into single deeps before snow flies. Goldenrod is consistently been one of the best nectar sources. I rarely have to feed my bees to get them up to size before winter because the goldenrod flows are just so heavy. So I try to use that heavy nectar flow to build out as many frames as possible, and sharing a bit of that wealth. I've got about 70 hives that are in singles or deeps, and they are just brimming. So if I can get these nukes built up to singles, that will be a good thing going into winter. A little bit of breakfast in the greenhouse, some cherry tomatoes. Very nice. So my first priority today is getting the honey off, getting the rest of the honey off. Second priority is getting all of my nuke boxes into single deeps, adding a frame of mature brood into all of those. And then the third priority, not third in importance, would be really getting the varroa as under control as I can. Treated all of my singles and doubles with Formic Pro. It would have been, I believe it went on August 12th. But they have all come off now, and some concerning signs. So I checked a double that I had treated with 2 Formic Pro pads, and I've given up on mite washes. I think that mite washes are just a waste of time this time of year, especially when you have a large brood nest. If you have a small brood nest, I think a mite wash is meaningful. If you have a large brood nest, it's a waste of time. You're just killing bees. You're not. It's a meaningless figure. The only way to get an accurate picture of your mite situation is through opening brood up. That's it. A few days ago, I opened up a hive that I had treated mid-August with 2 pads of Formic Pro and just started opening brood, drone brood, and some worker brood. And in about 20 cells, I found 4 mites in 20 cells that I opened, which I think is cause for concern. I didn't see any phoretic mites around, but there are, far more mites under the cappings than I'm hoping to see. Certainly after Formic treatment, which was supposed to kill the mites under the cappings. So today I'm going to be removing the honey supers, getting Apivar on all the hives, hoping for the best. There isn't really too much else you can do until there's a brood break, which seems unfortunately pretty far away at this point. So I'm thankful for the honey flow that we do have. I'm hoping it continues. I am going to be feeding certainly the smaller ones. I'm going to put feeders in there to help them build up. Hoping for a better September weather-wise, honey flow-wise. Gladiolus are coming in really well. Dahlias are doing great. We've seen a tremendous amount of growth in the garden. Those are pretty nice flowers. Anyway, have yourselves a great day. I'll try to make a video later on today when I'm going through the hives. We'll see. Take care.